folks, it's Nick Granville here. So I've had a few people request that I show some of the sounds from the pedalboard that I presented yesterday in the YouTube video. So I thought I'd go through a couple of these. So as mentioned, this is going to be a small pedalboard, so it's one that I can, nice and easy and portable, and it can pretty much cover most of the gigs that I'm going to do. So generally jazz gigs, blues gigs, and a lot of session work and studio stuff, work with orchestras. And when there used to be TV around, we did a lot of that stuff, but there's still a little bit. Anyway, so looking at what we have here, I leave the reverb on all the time, as I mentioned, and the reverb, I just have it as a pretty short reverb. Oh, there's the delay on as well. So usually a little longer than that. That's it, it's on the spring setting, I just leave that on all the time, so that's pretty much there. The other side of that I have the tremolo, and I have it set to the harmonic trem. So lush, that's my favourite sound out of that pedal, it's just awesome. Sometimes I use the setting down on the next tremolo if I need a more traditional trem. So pretty cool, but that harmonic trem is the one that I tend to go for. The echoes, I have this set up pretty quiet, so it's just your... So you almost don't even hear it. It's like a little bit of a slap back, and I'm looking for 3 repeats. And that's it, right? And I use that as kind of a lead tone. So you almost don't hear it, it kind of just fattens up the guitar sound and gives me more sustain, which I like, all those sort of things. So I use it for that kind of sound. So here I have the Zen drive, this is how I set it up. I've set the volume to be about unity with what my clean sound is. The tone control was set here, which is not 12 o'clock. That's actually like a treble cut, so I'm actually on the bridge pickup. So as you can hear, it's not that bright. You're probably hearing a bit of the guitar strings on the mic and all of that as well, but it's not that bright. It's actually quite a warm tone I'm going for with that. And then the BB preamp I have set up for the neck pickup. So sometimes I wind the bass down a little bit and I have the treble up. And that's more like a blues thing. Kind of thing, but occasionally I'll use it on the bridge pickup. It's pretty bright though. If I was going to go to the bridge pickup, I'd probably just set it slightly differently. I don't like having to reach down and mess with pedals too much, so I tend to prefer to just kind of set the pedals and then just click on it and use it. And if I need 2 sounds, I'll use 2 pedals. And then my old staple, the old Boss OC2, and I pretty much use 1 sound out of this most of the time. As you can hear, it doesn't track chords very well at all, but for lines, it's pretty cool with this kind of sound. This is what I would... And then you play 2 notes and it gets all that glitchy kind of stuff. The only other setting I do with that is sometimes I'll do a kind of a sub sound, so I'll turn off the direct completely. And then I'll turn up down octave 2 and just octave 1, which a lot of bass players use. They use this for that sort of drum and bass synthy type thing. So you can see it's a very gnarly kind of sound. I don't use that very often, but it's kind of fun when you do, just every so often. Most of the time I set those both at 12 and then I put the dry up on full, and usually with a bit of distortion. You can actually turn both overdrives on, but I don't tend to like to do that too much. So you get this kind of thing. So really the way I've got it set up is you can get 3 overdrives out of it. You get the BB on its own for the neck pickup, how I've set it up. The Zen drive on its own for the bridge pickup for that kind of sound, and then both of them. The Echoes has a looper, but I pretty much never use the looper out of it. But you can, but I prefer to just have a separate one. And these things don't take up much room at all. So I'm looking to get another adapter so I can run a tuner pedal here, just a little... I think it's a Korg that I've got, whatever it is, a little orange box that's going to sit here, but I need a splitter cable because I've run out of power, so at the moment I'm just using one of those headstock tuners. And by the way, if you use those, just take them off your guitar because they look terrible, this little bit of crappy plastic on a really nice instrument. I see people doing that all the time where they've left it on their guitar and it's sort of like, yeah, so anyway, I take it off, on and off, and I tune between most tunes. But I will have a tuner on there. The advantage of having a tuner on here means that I'll be able to, it means that I'll be able to mute if I want to change guitars and stuff. I just hit the tuner and it's muted and then off. And I've kind of set these up quite strategically. So this is a button I'm going to use a lot, so I wanted that next to this so I can actually, it's raised above, I can get to that without hitting that. This one's almost never going to be used because I just leave reverb on all the time. So it can be closer to that. This pedal I have it lower because that's the switch, those two switches are going to be used a lot. This is going to be used less, so I pushed it further up, and the Zen drive is going to be used more. This obviously is higher, so there's no issue with that. So I thought about how I'm actually going to use it in relation to that. And then of course, out of this I'd come to a volume pedal. I like having the volume pedal on this side, because for me it's like, I'm right-handed, so I want to have my volume pedal on the right hand. It just feels natural to me. And then of course I've got a wah wah I can plug in front, fuzz pedals, whatever else I might need, a chorus sometimes if I need that for a particular gig. So anyway, thanks to those who have been interested in this kind of stuff. I'm going to be posting more of these videos like this, these kind of quick videos that kind of show gear and music and theory and all kinds of stuff. So if you've anything you want to know, let me know. Post a question and let me know, and I'll try and address it as and when I can. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. That'd be choice. All right, people, take care.